Hi folks, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie and welcome back to my channel. I thought that I would do a small haul today of some books that I purchased from overseas. So coloring books from overseas. There are some here from Amazon Germany, some from Amazon Japan, one from Amazon UK, and a few from an Etsy seller who is also in Germany. I won't do full flip-throughs of any of these. A lot of these are older books, and I'm sure you guys have seen them before. But if anyone would like flip-throughs of any of these books, just let me know in the comments below, and I can certainly try and do that for you. I should also say, I always forget to add this, and usually I remember at the end. If you're enjoying my content, if you've seen other videos, or if you like what you're seeing, I realize I haven't done too much yet in this video, but if you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing, clicking the like button below, clicking on that notification bell if you do subscribe so that you get notification of when I put out more videos, or leaving a comment. All of those things help my channel to grow, and then more people can join in the community here. All right, so let's put these books aside. We'll start with the little one here. This is a book that I was eyeing up for quite a while, and it sort of was on my list, and I hadn't seen too many people do a flip through. I'm trying to think who I did see do a flip through. Maybe Lucy? Lucy Just Adds Color? I think she might have had this book. And it just, I mean, the cover, particularly this time of year, you've got these pumpkins down here. It's just so cute. It's by Top Publishing. Colorful Moments. It's called Cottage Dreams. I won't attempt the German there. I originally had thought that this was illustrated by Ursula Schwab. And I think part of it is, but if I look in the back here, I think there are other illustrators as well. Cordula Martins seems to be an illustrator. It does say Ursula Schwab, and then it's got different page numbers. So I'm assuming, and I think maybe those are the only two. Yeah. So those might be the two illustrators in this book. So that it's not totally Ursula Schwab, but here's the back cover. It is a smaller book. If I just grab a ruler here quickly. I'm in Canada, so you'll probably get this in centimeters. 19 centimeters by 19, so pretty much a square book. I can do inches too. But 7.5 inches by 7.5. So it's just a small book. It does have a really thick piece of card. Oh, you can't even barely. At the end, which is kind of nice. It kind of, stiffens the book. And then you've got pictures on the left-hand side, text in German, or pardon me, on the right-hand side are the pictures. The text in German is on the left. And just some really sweet sort of cottage-type illustrations. A little bit of information at the beginning about just coloring techniques. And the way it's bound is interesting. I don't know if you can see that. So it's glue bound, but the spine of the cover isn't attached, which means that when you open it, it lies super flat. Now, because none of these are double page spreads, I mean, I guess that's less important to get right into the spine, but I do like it. And it seems like it's, sometimes when you get bindings like this, the pages feel really loose. I don't know, maybe if, I was opening and closing it enough. But, I mean, I have been opening and closing, and so far it seems like, the pages aren't going to come unattached, so it's good. So there's that one, Cottage Dreams. I also picked up this one. Same, again, Top Publishing, Colorful World. This is Small World Coloring. Again, I'm not going to attempt the German there. This is a larger book. I think this is A4 sized, if I had to guess. Because it does seem taller than... Oh no, I guess it is 11 inches tall. And just, well, it's under 8.5, so maybe slightly smaller than A4? I'm not sure. Again, it has this really thick piece of card at the end. And the illustrator for this is Ursula Schwab. I believe I saw this one on Coloring with Kay. And I think she was talking about books that she has that have tiny little details in them. And this certainly, I think, fits the bill. And of course, I love tiny little details. I love Coloring with Kay's channel as well as Lucy's. There's so many wonderful colors on YouTube, isn't there? There are. And so, yeah, it's just got small worlds. And so you've got some undersea kind of scenes. There's one with unicorns. There's a train station, but just lots of, looks like a jungle, just lots of tiny details. Kangaroos. Kind of a medieval market. Farm scene. Yeah. And again, a little bit at the front, some coloring techniques. And this one is bound the same way the other one was. So it's glue bound on the side, and it looks like the cover's come away, but it hasn't. So the cover isn't bound to that part of the spine. See that? Which means, again, when you open this, it lies super flat. Now this does have some double page spreads, so that's kind of nice to have it lie so flat. So that was Small World coloring. This one is all Ursula Schwab. This one, I believe, it's Tomislav Tomic, Dramenwanger. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. That's how I've heard it pronounced in when I've watched flip throughs and things. So I apologize if that's incorrect. Sorry for the glare there too. That's my light. But this is such a beautiful book, and again, very small details. But I just have wanted this book for a while too. And none of these books were really available through Amazon Canada. I'm here in Canada, and kind of the only way to get these books through Amazon Canada would be third-party sellers. And I have bought things, through third-party sellers on Amazon before, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of leery. You just don't know what kind of shape they'll be in when they come. And by getting these from Amazon Germany, I knew I was getting them directly from Amazon, which doesn't always mean it's better, but these ones came really well packaged. That's a beautiful fall scene, isn't it? Yeah. You guys have seen this book before, sure. So that's Dramenwanger, Tomislav Tomic. This is fall. And partly maybe I was, wanting these books, and maybe I finally clicked the buy button now just because they're so fallish. I don't know. But this was one that I wanted for a while. And of course, one of the reasons that I purchased from Amazon Germany was, if you saw my previous video to this one, I did a comparison of Amazon printed books from 5 different countries. And Germany was one of the countries I wanted to order from. Now, it turns out when I bought this is, actually, if you can see that, here we go. It's printed in Poland. But that's fine. I mean, if folks ordering in Amazon, from Amazon Germany get books printed in Poland, then that's what I wanted, because I wanted to compare, what you guys were getting. But this, of course, is R.J. Hampson's most recent one, Lost and Found. It's the softcover version. That's what I wanted to compare to. So I had this copy from Amazon Germany, and if you'd like to see that video where I compare the five copies of Lost and Found from 5 different countries, I will try and remember to link that below. So this was from Amazon Germany. So those 4 books were what I got from Amazon Germany. Also from Germany, I purchased some more of Jen Katz books. And I did a video, it was one of my first videos, I think, and I'll try and remember to link that one below as well. I had purchased 2 books from her Etsy store. Autumn is My Favorite Color and Homes, Sweet Homes. And I did full flip throughs of those. So if anyone would like full flip throughs of these, there are 3 here. I'm certainly willing to do that. Just let me know in the comments. But I love those other books so much. I went back and I purchased these books as well. And thank you so much to Kristaluna7679, one of my viewers on, I believe it was that other video where I did the flip through of Jen Katz's other books. I did mention these books, but I didn't have them at the time. And I wasn't sure what this name translated to. And Kristaluna came on and commented and said it's just kind of a fantasy, just kind of a silly name. It translates to Salad Sonnets and Moonshine Cats, which I think is I love that. So these are called the Infinite Coloring Book series. And she's got book 1, book 2, and book 3. And the reason they're infinite, now I was a little bit, it was my fault. I misunderstood. I thought that meant that the inside of this book folded out into this long, infinite picture. And apparently she did have an artist edition version of, I'm not sure if all 3 of these books or maybe just 1 or 2, with really thick paper that did do that. It was hardcover, but I don't think she has those available anymore. I didn't see them on her Etsy store. She does have soft cover versions of these books, so they're soft cover. I think the paper is still quite good. It's definitely thicker, like it's not, if you can hear that, it's not, you know, your standard kind of printer paper. It's not cardstock, but it is thicker paper. And the illustrations do continue, but in these soft cover books, they continue from one page to the next. So I'll show you what I mean here. Oh, I should also mention she did send some freebies with these books. So I think these are the same freebies that I received when I ordered the other 2 books from her. So there's a little one of her images on, this is on cardstock. And she wrote me a little note. Dear Connie, hope you'll enjoy these books. Have a great coloring time. Love, Jen. Isn't that sweet? And then there are 2 images that she included on thicker paper. Actually, this one almost feels like card. Yeah. It's fairly thick paper. And I think these are images from, if I remember, from those other 2 books. So now I've got some doubles, which is good. I always like doubles. Always worried about making mistakes. So what this means, you know, this infinite coloring book series. So I like this. And I'm not going to do a full flip through, I promise. So it's like this little tear in the page, like we're going in. We're going into a magical realm. That's what it just, you know, and it's got almost like it's stitched here, but it's coming undone. So the pictures, sort of the image starts here, and instead of folding out, it sort of continues onto the next page. So we can see, you know, and as I've said before, when I did the flip through for her other 2 books, very, you know, fantastical, whimsical drawing style. Very detailed. I love her illustrations and her drawing style. So, you know, there's kinds of little things here. Is it a little alien? I don't know. It's you know, there's all kinds of things going on here. But you can see where it's got a little plant there and a little opening there with, looks like it has some gears inside. And then if we flip the page, that continues here, right? And then there was leaves on the other page. And then now we go across. There's a little ghost. We go across, and we can see, I don't even know what we've got going on here. It just looks like some buildings and things. I don't know if you can see that little pattern there. Let's see if we can follow it across the other side. And there it is, right? Continues there. So this is infinite in the sense that each picture then goes on to the next page, and again and again and again. And it goes on for, you know, a number of pages. Oh, she's just got some separate stuff at the back here. And I think she's got some, I think these are, yeah. So, yeah. It does say Artist Edition, a 7.5 meter coloring book, hand-bound, limited edition of 25. So, I didn't get in on that. But this is a small image of everything that's in here all laid out. And then I'm assuming this is probably book 2. This is book 3, and then maybe it goes on down here. Future editing Connie here. I just realized as I was editing this video that was wrong. That's probably all the continuous picture from that book 1. That's probably not books 1, 2, and 3. So I apologize. That's probably just book 1. So at least you get an idea. I mean, it's very tiny. I don't know that I would color these, but at least it gives you an idea of what this would look like if you took it out and put it together. Now, you can't really do that, right? You could, I guess, photocopy and try and do that. But even if you took this book apart, because you've got images on both sides, you couldn't take the pages out and put them together, right? I'm not sure if she sells these images or these books as PDFs. She does have a number of PDFs. Just got a little sketchbook sneak peek at the back here. And I think this is an image from one of the other books, maybe Homes, Sweet Homes. So you've got some extras here. So that's neat. Signed. I thought that was nice. So I'm not sure if these are available as PDFs. Like I say, she does have some images on her Etsy store, PDFs you can buy. If you could buy these as PDFs, then yeah, I think you could probably color them and then tape them all together and do it that way. But I'm not sure on that. If she does, I mean, I'll link her Etsy store below anyway. But if you can get these as PDFs, I'll try and link that as well. So there's book 1. This is book 2. And again, I'm not going to do a flip through. I think these maybe are this entire book. I had to, maybe? I think so. Yeah, because that is right there. It says Artist Edition, an 8-meter long book, coloring book. Handbound limited edition. But again, I don't think she's got any of those for sale anymore. That's too bad. I probably would have bought them. So there's all the images laid out that are in this book. Yeah. Like I say, the paper is good quality. You know, it's thicker paper. So that's book 2. And then book 3. And she signed them all. Isn't that wonderful? Here's a sketchbook sneak peek again. And then she's got, I don't think I've broken the spine on this one even. So this says Artist Edition, an 8-meter long coloring book. Again, didn't get in on that. So I think this is what's in here all laid out. And just fantastical pictures. You know, it's sometimes hard to even say what the picture is or what it's about. And I think I know, I've mentioned this in my other videos many times before. I'm a chemistry teacher. So I'm very, for lack of a better descriptor, left-brained. And I know the whole concept of left brain, right brain, you know, in the realm of psychology has kind of been debunked. But it's kind of a short form way of saying my brain is very math science oriented. So I like coloring things that I know what they are. And I tend to color them, you know, the colors that they would be. So I'm not very imaginative, which is one of the reasons why I've come back to coloring as an adult. I loved doing it when I was a child and then got away from it. But as an adult, it's really helping me to push my brain in new ways, you know, this creative way. And these books in particular, I can't color things the way, because it looks like there's little tomato people down. Maybe I'd color them as tomato. I don't know what they are. Is it a strawberry person? I don't know. So, you know, illustrations like this, I think, would help me to not be so literal in my coloring. And I think that's a good thing. I did buy some of Jen's PDFs. So she's got, and I just for now printed these. This is just copy paper, like it's just printer paper. I think I probably will print them out on something better than this when I go to color them. But she's got Halloween and Christmas PDFs. The Halloween ones you can buy, and I think maybe it's the same file. Maybe they come both together. I'm not sure on that though. They come either framed like this. You can see there's a line all around. And I think there's 4 of them. But they all are part of the same picture. So I don't know if I have them in order here. I think I do. Maybe I don't. But you can put them together, or these ones come framed. So, you know, I can color each of these as an individual picture. And if you love tiny details, look at that. Look at that. And it's little ghosts, and it's Boo, and it's got a skull. I mean, this is Halloween. And she says this is Halloween as well. Or, let's see if I can show you. I printed, they do come, so they come framed, but they also come not framed. And what that means is you can trim off the edge of one of the pictures, and I just did it with scissors, just have to be kind of careful. Tape them together. Now I taped this on the top side just because I wanted to do this just to show you. Again, I would probably print it on, maybe some cardstock and then tape it on the bottom side, because otherwise I'd be coloring over tape here. But you can get this so that, and I'll just sort of slowly pull it along, the 4 pictures become one big long picture. Isn't that great? Yeah, so I didn't have them in order because I think the one I had in the front there is actually this one. So that was page 3. But it is kind of framed on either end. We've got kind of a stick kind of going there. Not really framed on this end, I guess. But maybe I'm missing one. I don't think I am. I don't think I am. But yeah, so you've got these 4 images that become all one. And I think what she's done is she's kind of released one every year. So this is like 2019, no, that would be more than 4. But yeah, I think she did something like that. So again, unframed, and then, you could still color the unframed images as individual images, or you can put them together like this, or you can get each of them framed. She also has, for PDFs, the same idea, but for Christmas. Now, the Christmas ones, I don't think they come unframed. I think you can, framed. I think you can only get this unframed version. Again, you could leave each of these, not cut off the extra, and just color it as an individual scene. They work that way too. It's just she doesn't have these with that line frame going around them. That's all. So yeah, this is, and the Christmas one is 5 pages. So I will slowly pull this across. And again, if anyone wants a closer look at these or a flip through of the other books, those infinite coloring books, just let me know and I can certainly do that. But again, so many tiny details. Christmas, kind of Christmas wintry. Wouldn't necessarily, well, I guess the first one on the left hand side, yeah, I guess we've got Christmas trees. Yeah, I was saying it could just be winter too, and it could. There's a Christmas pudding there, but there's skating and snowmen and sledding, little small Christmas elements there, but I don't think it's overwhelmingly Christmas. Maybe on this far side we've got some presents, but so Jen Katz. Oh, sorry, this was so large I banged my camera. Didn't mean to knock you there. I think this is so this is my only purchase from Amazon UK. This was the Lost and Found, again, version from the UK that I used in that comparison video with the 5 books from 5 countries. And then I had some books from Amazon Japan. Again, Lost and Found, Amazon Japan. This is the one that had that very glossy black ink. And someone had commented saying that this paper is different. It's yellower than all the other papers that I compared. It seems thinner, but it's got a different texture. It almost feels coated with, maybe, I don't know. But someone commented and said water media work really well on this paper. Whereas, in typical Amazon printed books from, say, Canada or the US or the UK, it doesn't. You can use water media on those pages. It's just gonna, crinkle. Now, I haven't tested that, but you know what? I could see where that, you could probably use water media on here. Yeah, it just has a different feel to it. I will also say, and this is wild, so I ordered from Amazon Japan at the same time that I put it in order to Amazon Canada. The Amazon Japan order got to me before the Amazon Canada order did. I have no idea how that's even possible, but it did. So the Japanese are apparently very, very, very efficient because it was in perfect condition. It got here faster than the Amazon Canada order. It was bizarre. Yeah. Now you do have to pay extra shipping if you're going to order from, if I'm in Canada here. Even if I order from Amazon US, I have to pay extra shipping. If I get Prime for any of those countries, it doesn't make any. I don't get free shipping. So, because I did have the Amazon US offered me a free Prime trial, so I took it, thinking, oh well, then I wouldn't have to pay that extra shipping. No, I still had to pay the extra shipping, so I just canceled it. So yeah, to get from a different country, you are going to have to pay that extra shipping. But if you're looking for this Japanese paper, yeah, it might be worth it. Also from Amazon Japan, I got this book, and I wasn't sure. I don't know that I've ever seen a flip through of this. It says Journey to Wonderland. And then it just says Wonder across the front. If anyone would like a full flip through of this, just let me know and I can do that. The paper is it's that pretty nice quality Japanese paper. It's not card, but it's thicker. The illustration style I think is quite nice. This was more just because usually when you're ordering from those overseas Amazon companies, if you can order more than one book, then your shipping cost per book is often better. So I had just put a few extra books in when I was ordering from Amazon Japan and Germany, and actually the UK, but the other UK ones haven't come yet. So yeah, this was just one that I put in. It just sort of seems, I thought maybe Wonderland like Alice in Wonderland, but it's not. It just sort of seems, and each image here has a name, and it's in Japanese and English. So this just says Faint Chatter. This one says, Where are you going, little sweetie? So, but the images are nice. It's got a little bit of colored work here at the beginning. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, some colored examples. All-purpose purifier, it says. Now, I don't have an illustrator for this. I do apologize. Probably should have translated that, but I did not. Yeah. I was going to say some of them had different ink color, but I don't think they do. Some of them do have like this one has it's not a black background, but it's this looks like a grayish blue background. It just says Quiet Play. It seems like little elves or little fairies or something. Oh yeah, it does have. So, and this section is called Forest. Maybe it does have different sections. I'm not sure. I did a quick look at these before, but not a detailed look. So this is kind of a blue ink, whereas some of these are like a gray ink. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting book that I would try. So Journey to Wonderland. I can, if you'd like, give you... I should have been doing it for the others too, shouldn't I? Ooh. There is the ISBN, if anyone wants to find this. I won't give you the ISBNs for the lost and found books for the different countries, because, I mean, you can find those. The Jen Katz books don't have ISBNs because I think she just sells them on Etsy. But I can, sorry, I should have done this before, go back and give you the ISBNs for the German books. Oh no, there's my light. I don't know, can I get it to not give you a glare in the ISBN? Straighten it out there. There we go. So that's for Dramenwanger. This is Small World Coloring. So this is the Ursula Schwab book. There's the ISBN there. And then this was Cottage Dreams. This is Ursula Schwab and the other illustrator, Cordula Martins. There. Sorry about that. Should have been doing that before. And then I just have 2 books left that I purchased from Amazon Japan. And they are Japanese versions of Joanna Basford. They're the 10th anniversary editions. And I was just curious just to see what the paper was like. Like I said, I was placing an order anyway. And the books aren't that expensive. And, you know, with the 4 books, the shipping per book was less. I just did it that way. So this is Worlds of Wonder and World of Flowers. I was quite surprised at the paper. I think I've mentioned before, and I'm going to put World of Flowers just off to the side here. And they come with this little kind of removable, not really sure what it is. It's like a little banner. It goes on there. I have Worlds of Wonder UK, and I know it's UK because coloring is spelled with O-U-R. That's how we spell it here in Canada as well, but that's how they're going to spell it in the UK. And I also have Worlds of Wonder, the US version. I know there's a reason. Maybe I'll go into it in a future video. I don't mind the US paper for Joanna Basford. Now, I know, was it Rooms of Wonder? I think Rooms of Wonder, she changed paper for the US versions, and people were less enamored of it. But this is a US version of Worlds of Wonder, and I think she still had the older paper then. I don't mind it, but I prefer the UK paper. And that's because I tend to use, oh, there's a completed image, Pitt pens. And the UK paper is much smoother. It's very smooth. If someone is using pencils, I could see being maybe frustrated with the paper being this smooth, but maybe just, you know, just different pencils. Soft pencils, I don't know how well they would work on here, but you know what? I haven't really tried, honestly. Mostly what I've done in here is Pitt pen, Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and polychromos. And they work great on this smoother paper. So that's why I prefer the UK editions. So I was curious because Japanese coloring books often, you know, they have good paper. I am not enamored of this paper at all. It seems thin. I don't know if you can see, you can actually see the image on the next page through. And I don't think, just trying to remember here, right, there's, yeah, I can't see through this paper. This is the UK edition of Worlds of Wonder. I definitely can't see, I can't see through this paper. I'm pretty sure I can't see through the US edition. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see the, well, I mean, maybe the tiniest hint. But this Japanese edition, I don't know if you can see that. You can absolutely see. Hold that up there. Maybe. Maybe the lighting isn't great for it. But I can definitely see the image that's on the backside through this paper. So I was surprised. I thought the paper would have been better. Now, I don't know if for the 10th anniversary, she has reprinted these books. It says copyright 2021, published in 2021. Doesn't have a date when it was printed. Although, with this tag on it, or this banner, I'm wondering if this was, you know, reprinted recently, and if this is, I don't know what that new US paper looks like, because I think for Rooms of Wonder I just have the UK edition, I think. So I don't know if this is the new paper if so, I could see why people were, not happy, because it's definitely thinner. And it's got a lot of texture and tooth to it, which if you're going to use pencils is probably a good thing. I don't think I would like using my Pitt pens on this. I mean, they would probably be okay, but yeah. But I was just surprised that you could see through this paper as much. In fact, I don't know if you can see there. I can actually see not only what's on the back side of this, I can see through to the next, like I can see the flowers there that are here quite easily. So I thought that was odd. So that's, sorry, bugs me when the cover slides. So that was Worlds of Wonder. And then I also got World of Flowers, again, 10th anniversary edition. And yeah, kind of same idea. There's a lot of texture to this paper, and you can, I can see through. I can see the image through the paper. So I thought that was interesting. But that is it. So that was my overseas coloring book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you're liking what you're seeing, please consider subscribing, clicking like, clicking on that notification bell, or leaving me a comment. I always love to hear what everyone is up to, and whether or not you would like to see full flip-throughs of any of these, if you guys have any of these books, and what you think. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I hope everyone is well, I hope everyone is safe, and I hope everyone is enjoying their coloring. Till next time, bye!